putting the family's decisions over yours, right? Putting their advice over yours, right? Especially if you mean well and you're actually like legitimately trying to make them like successful.
Yeah.
And the lack of communication, not knowing how to express themselves and communicate their emotions, right? You were gonna say something.
Yeah. So, but that takes me to my point is that doesn't the man need to create that?
It needs to create a safe place.
Exactly.
Right? Which, if I'm telling you, mija, like, I can't read minds, right?
Yeah.
Right? And I'm at work all day. But if you tell me, like, babe, like, this is how I feel. And, you know, I feel like you don't appreciate me because of this. I feel like you pay more attention to this than me. Hey, well, I appreciate you communicating with me. I'm gonna fix it, you know? But if you wait till like a year after and you're already talking to someone else you met at the bar, and you know,
now you're telling me what,
and now you're telling me like right after that you're breaking up with me, and now you're telling me, like, what the fuck, bro? You know, exactly.
Give me a chance.
No,
Exactly.
I get it.
Now you want me to fix it? Like, how do you like?
But,
you know,
but that should also be your vetting phase, even as a man. Like, you should be able to know that this is how this girl's programmed. There's little things that you pick up on, right? Little signals and that kind of stuff. But, you know, it's a very good point, right? I feel like what I was saying is that it ultimately comes down to the man, right? If your woman is attracted in two different ways, and that's how they show love. And that way of attraction is through experience and is how respected the man is, right? And it's different in the sense that when women look at men, it's like, what kind of experience do you give your woman? Right? For them to feel comfortable, for them to feel attracted. The attraction is key, bro. Like, it's so key for a woman to be submissive. A woman's not going to be submissive to just any man. So you have to create that space and tell them, hey, look, like you mentioned, look, I'm here. Come to me. Don't go to anyone else. Come to me first. You know, and the self-respect one, or actually other people respecting your man, it just creates his value. Like, it just generates his value. And if he respects himself, you see that, homegirl's all about you.
my first two relationships did go a lot better because, I mean, I grew up in this town, right? And I did build up a reputation. So everywhere I went, like a good reputation, right? A good reputation. So everywhere I went, like the other day at the bar, like someone came up to you and said, hey, you know, you're like, I don't even know who that was.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have that happen to me,
yeah.
right? So they would see that and they would listen to the advice that I would give, even though I was a POS, right? Now, this last relationship, along the years, as I got out of one relationship, I'll go to the next. I never learned how to be alone. I never had a father figure. My father left at an early age. The only father figure I had was, you know, my cousin's husband, and, you know, shout out to him, by the way. But, you know, he set a good example of how to get the woman, but didn't set the right example of how to, like, keep her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then, so whenever things started getting like that, to where like the red flags were popping up, I didn't know how to distinguish that.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't know what step to take next. And I felt like I started coming to the point where, you know, I started questioning myself. Right? And yeah, it just like, went downhill. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, you start getting lost in your own mind. Again, it goes back to what we said earlier. Like, you know, you get lost in your own dark mind. You lose sense of,
and they really make you feel like you're the problem when it's like, boy, you're the problem.
It's called gaslighting.
Gaslighting.
I would reverse that a little bit, just because
the Uno reverse.
A man can really give you the whole, like you said, set the tone and give you the safe space. But like you said, men, we can't read your mind. So
exactly.
We can tell something's probably wrong or whatever it is, but we can't make you tell us your feelings.
Yeah.
We can tell you, hey, it's okay. I'm not going to judge you, different things, but we can't make you express yourself. And even no matter how safe of a place you make it, you just, if a girl is programmed that way, it's hard to really reprogram her to be open and say, this is how I feel. So to an extent, that might be a reason why men will go for younger girls, just because they can set the programming the way they would want them to be programmed to their liking, if that makes sense. And girls probably don't like that because they're like, oh, you're trying to, what is the word? You're trying to manipulate her into this and manipulate her into that. But in an extent, you're right, but as long as you
Like,
have
I'm
the right
trying to guide you in
intention,
the
yeah,
right
as long as you have the right
direction, you know what I'm
intentions
saying?
with
Like-
it, it's not wrong.
Like, you're just taking it the other way. Like,
And see, I've done that before where I'm giving her the open space. I'm like, hey, express how you feel. If there's something wrong, don't wait till tomorrow to tell me how you felt today. No, tell me right now. We'll get to the bottom of it in the next
but
hour,
sometimes
and we'll
girls
move forward with
are
it.
a little bit afraid to be too honest because you don't want to like scare him away, or you don't want
No,
to.
if he's down, he's down.
Be honest, baby.
Yeah, straight up. If he's down, he's down.